When of the four quarters, an incompetent person was installed to exercise lordship over his country, and he imposed upon them. A counterfeit of Esagila he made, and for Ur and the rest of the cultic centers, a ritual which was improper to them, an unholy display offering of fear he daily recited. Irreverently he put an end to the regular offerings, and he interfered in the cultic centers. He established sacred centers. By his own plan he did away with the worship of Marduk, the king of the gods. He continually did evil against Marduk's city. Daily, without interruption, he imposed the corvée upon its inhabitants unrelentingly, ruining them all. Upon hearing their cries, the Lord of the gods became furiously angry. Their borders, the gods who lived among them forsook their dwellings, angry that he had brought them to Babylon. Marduk, the exalted, the Lord of the gods, turned towards all the habitations that were abandoned, and Marduk all the people of Sumer and Akkad, who had become corpses. He was reconciled and had mercy upon them. He examined and checked all the entirety of the lands, all of them. He searched everywhere, and then he took a righteous king, his favorite. By the hand, he called out his name. Cyrus, king of Ansan. He pronounced his name to be king all over the world. He made the land of Judeans and all the Uman Mandanot bow in submission at his feet. And he shepherded with justice and righteousness all the black-headed people over whom he had given him victory. Marduk, the great lord, guardian of his people, looked with gladness upon his good deeds and upright heart. He ordered him to go to his city Babylon. He set him on the road to Babylon, and like a companion and a friend, he went at his side. His vast army, whose number, like water of the river, cannot be known, marched at his side fully armed. He made him enter his city Babylon without fighting or battle. He saved Babylon from hardship. He delivered Nabonidus, the king who did not revere him, into his hands. All the people of Babylon, all the land of Sumer and Akkad, princes and governors, bowed to him and kissed his feet. They rejoiced at his kingship, and their faces shone. Lord, by whose aid the dead were revived, and who had all been redeemed from hardship and difficulty, they greeted him with gladness and praised his name. I am Cyrus, king of the world, great king, mighty king, king of Babylon, king of Sumer and Akkad, king of the four quarters, the son of Cambyses, great king, king of Ansan, grandson of Cyrus, great king, king of Ansan, descendant of Taspes, great king, king of Ansan, of an eternal line of kingship, whose rule Bel and Nabu love, whose kingship they desire, fought their heart's pleasure. When I entered Babylon in a peaceful manner, I took up my lordly abode in the royal palace amidst rejoicing and happiness. Marduk, the great lord, established as his fate for me a magnanimous heart of one who loves Babylon, and I daily attended to his worship. My vast army marched into Babylon in peace. I did not permit anyone to frighten the people of Sumer and Akkad. I sought the welfare of the city of Babylon and all its sacred centers. As for the citizens of Babylon, Xyz, upon whom he imposed a corvée which was not the gods' wish and not befitting them, I relieved their weariness and freed them from their service. Marduk, the great lord, rejoiced over my good deeds, and in peace before him we moved around in friendship. By his exalted word, all the kings who sit upon thrones throughout the world, from the upper sea to the lower sea, who live in the districts far off, the kings of the west, who dwell in tents, all of them brought their heavy tribute before me, and in Babylon they kissed my feet. From Babylon to Assur and Susa, Agade, Zamban, Metornu, Der, as far as the region of Gutium, the sacred centers on the other side of the Tigris, whose sanctuaries had been abandoned for a long time. I returned the images of the gods who had resided there to their places, and I let them dwell in eternal abodes. I gathered all their inhabitants and returned to them their dwellings. In addition, at the command of Marduk the great lord, I settled in their habitations in pleasing abodes the gods of Sumer Akkad, whom Nabonidus, to the anger of the Lord of the gods, had brought into Babylon. May all the gods whom I settled in their sacred centers ask daily of Bel and Nabu that my days be long, and may they intercede for my welfare. May they say to Marduk my lord, as for Cyrus the king who reveres you and Cambyses his son, the people of Babylon blessed my kingship, and I settled all the lands in peaceful abodes. I increased the number offerings to Nabu by 1 geese, 2 ducks, and 10 turtle doves above the former offerings of geese, ducks, and turtle doves. Durim Gurinlil, the great wall of Babylon, its defense, I sought to strengthen. The key wall of brick, which a former king had built, but had not completed its construction, who had not surrounded the city on the outside, which no former king had made, who a levy of workmen had led into Babylon, with bitumen and bricks. I built anew and completed their task, magnificent gates of cedar with a bronze overlay